Testing, 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 testing. This is Justin Williams, making another video for you guys. I'm here to make a video about, a lot of these pro-blacks, I'm talking about pro-blacks again. I might do a video about black conservatives, I don't know. A lot of these pro-blacks nowadays, are taking away what used to be back in the 1960s. They are the opposite of the pro-blacks that came out during the 1960s and before the 1960s. A lot of these fake pro-black militants are thinking that they're the Marcus Garvey type, but they are not the Marcus Garvey type, because Marcus Garvey did not preach hatred. So as Martin Luther King, they did not preach hatred. So as Malcolm X, they did not preach hatred towards people of color at all, because the pro-black militants out here today, are very xenophobic. They are xenophobic, racist. They are racist, period. A lot of these fake pro-black militants they are very racist, and they saying that, they can be bigoted, prejudiced, but bigoted and prejudice is the same thing as being racist. It's the same thing as being racist because these fake pro-black militants are very racist. They are an excuse to society. They are the disgrace to society, and they're claiming to be pro-black, but they are not pro-black. It's not just these fake pro-black militants. There are other fake, phony workers, fake and phony workers as well. Like I said before, you got the Hebrew Israelites. The Hebrew Israelite, they claiming that they blame everything on the white man and stuff. They preach you these Bible verses on the streets, which is not helping anything because the Bible. Why are you teaching Bible in the streets about the white man? They don't make sense to me. They fake and phony too. You got these fake hoteps as well. You got these fake black hoteps, ignorant as well. You got these fake Afrocentric black princes as well. These fake Afrocentric black women as well. They fake and phony too. These pro-blacks, these fake wokers out here today, they are not waking up the black community. The only thing they waking up is they trying to fight against white supremacy. That's all they think about nowadays, and they don't really believe in voting for someone at all. They don't believe in voting for anyone at all. They believe in staying at home and fighting voting suppression, which is false, because when it got about around the 2016 election between Donald Trump versus Hillary Clinton, and you had other options too. You had Jill Stein and Gary Johnson. You got Gary Johnson from the Libertarian Party, and you had Jill Stein that's in the Green Party, and Hillary Clinton Democrat, and Donald Trump as a Republican. And you got these fake pro-blacks out here are using these don't vote campaign, which is stop a lot of black people from voting, which is stupid to me because a lot of these fake pro-black militants, they talking about changing the system, but you didn't vote at all. You did not vote in the election, and it's not the black people that didn't vote fault. It's a lot of these fake pro-blacks militants out here, are using this don't vote campaign to stop black people from voting in 2016. Which was sad, because Donald Trump won, and they think that Donald Trump is gonna woke them up. Donald Trump didn't wake you up, it's y'all that's playing this fake victim mentality card because Donald Trump is not a racist. He is not a racist at all. I don't know why you pro-blacks are playing this fake white supremacy, bowling point, because Donald Trump is not a racist, man. He is not a racist. He is a good man, just like any other guy out there. He got the 4 UCLA players out of the Chinese jail for shoplifting, for a small crime that wasn't vacant, But I'm glad that Trump got him out of jail. and LeVar Ball, which he should have apologized, by the way. So these fake pro-black militants don't know anything about freedom. They talking about they want freedom, but they don't know anything about freedom. All they know about is this: every white person is a racist to them. You know, it's a racist to them. They don't believe in caring about when black people kill black people. All they warn about is blaming the white man for creating a system that that's against them. But the white man didn't you can't blame the white man for everything you do wrong as a black person. You cannot blame the white man for something that he created. You created yourself. You know, you can't blame the white man for everything, for every bit of thing, because the last time I checked, the white man, abolished slavery for you. You know, he abolished slavery. You know, you got people like Abraham Lincoln and John Brown and other white abolitionists that abolished slavery for you to get you out of the situation. And I know that the white man did not sold you to slavery. Africans did. They sold you to slavery. I know that the white man don't did bad to you, like raping the 12-year-old doing slavery and stuff like that. And I know it was bad. But at the same time, you cannot blame the white man for everything you do wrong. You know, you can't do that as a black person in the black community. You have to learn how to, open up your mentality and grow up as a black person. And by taking self-responsibility, doing for yourself, helping other black people overcome racism in America, which we had to be aware of, but you have to recover from that issue. You have to learn how to stand up on your own 2 feet to make progress on your goals in life as a black person. Because if you sit up there blaming other people for your failures, mistakes, you talking about everybody else on Twitter, and you calling other black people coons and Uncle Toms and bed wenches, Sambo, sellout. You ain't doing nothing with your life. All you doing is not waking up whatsoever. You are not waking up. You sitting around doing nothing but eating ice cream in the couch, watching TV all day, watching Love and Hip Hop, watching watching World Star Hip Hop. All you do is wanna allow thuggery in your neighborhoods and stuff, and you don't do anything about it. And especially, in these inner cities, like Chicago, like I said this before again, like Chicago, Detroit, Memphis, Atlanta, Birmingham, Orlando, Cleveland, Ohio, and Los Angeles, New York City, Philadelphia. These inner cities are looking terrible, and I can't forget New Orleans, Louisiana, Baton Rouge. You pro-black militants are not doing nothing to stop the crime in your neighborhoods. Not doing nothing, and you saying that you do your research, but you're not doing nothing for your neighborhoods. You're not cleaning them up. You're not doing anything. White people in these suburbs, they keep their neighborhoods clean, but you pro-blacks in these rundown neighborhoods are not keeping your areas clean. You're not. So, if a white person, because a white person is not going to tolerate a black person, a non-black person for messing up their neighborhood. They're not going to tolerate that. What they do, they will call the police to kick you out of that neighborhood for good. So, like I said before, we as black people, we have to do better. We have to do better as a whole. We have to do better as a whole, man, and stop playing. Because everything in life is not funny. It's not fun in games. You know, we gotta stop playing the victim mentality and grow up. You know, we all know that, racism, sexism, police brutality exists in America, but at the same time, we gotta get ourselves right. We have to get our minds right. We gotta start, looking in the mirror every day by admitting what we did wrong. Real slavery is different than it is now. It's not slavery anymore. Every black person is not a slave in America. We gotta stop acting like slaves and grow up, and stop having this slave mentality and grow up and do better with yourself. Because in life, we have to practice on what we preach. We have to practice on what we preach. We have to fix our black communities. We have to fix our black churches in the black communities. We have to do it all. The only way we can do this, we got to speak up against this, but at the same time, we got to get up and do something. We got to get up and vote and do something about it. Because if you don't do anything about it, it's going to stay in the bad shape that it is today. As black people, we got to get up and do something. We gotta stop talking about each other. We gotta stop blaming each other for our failures and do something. And start taking self-responsibility for our own actions as black people. And forget about all of this blaming the white man stuff. We gotta forget about all of that. We gotta forget about all of that. And black people, we gotta stop blaming each other for everything, and stop playing the blame game. We gotta forget about the blame game and fix some of these issues that's going on in our communities. For God's sake, because we're the only one that's pointing the finger at each other, and we should be pointing the finger at us. We should be pointing the finger at us by looking at the mirror. It's not that hard, You got a mirror in your home or apartment, whatever. You got to start looking at that mirror and make better choices when it comes to our lives. When it comes to watching who we have kids with. When it comes to police, you follow what I'm saying? We got to learn how to change these laws around as black people, instead of just sitting at home, not voting and complaining for nothing. Because complaining is not going to change anything. It's not going to change anything at all. It's not going to change the laws. It's not going to change the system. You have to put yourself out there as black people. And most of the people that are voting are the older black people. They are voting period. But the younger black people are not voting. And 9 times out of 10, when they don't vote, they'll complain about nothing, which is nothing, because they are complaining. That's the reason why a lot of black people like myself and other blacks, positive black people, are not supporting your cause, because look how you're acting. You are so sensitive. You're all up in your feelings what somebody else is saying on television and mainstream media, where you want to be on Twitter and calling people out for it. So, it's time to grow up, man. It's time to make better decisions as black people and get some balls. Get some balls. You got the woman up, you got the man up, you got the woman up. You got to do both. But anyway, this is Justin Williams. Feel free to rate, comment, subscribe, and add me on Facebook. I'm out. Peace.